Welcome back, boys and girls. So, you want to play Magic, huh? Well, don't get this. This is a Booster Battle Pack 2-player game. And why do I have this piece of garbage? Well, because I was cat sitting for my parents for about a week, and they decided to, get me some Magic cards as a thanks. So, this is what we came back with. Let's rip her open. And I'm just gonna talk about just how bad this thing is. By the way, MSRP is something like, I don't know, $9.99. So already it costs more than the 2 booster packs, which are the only thing that really have any value in this. And also, Wizards of the Coast, this is to you. Decide on your logo. Decide on your freaking logo. You still got the old logo on your quick reference cards that are in every box product. But on this, you got this thing, this boring piece of crap, the slightly metallic, completely different font with the Planeswalker spork. You guys are this is just incompetent. And look at that. How to play. Unwrap the decks and decide which player gets which deck. Each player opens a booster pack and chooses up to 5 cards to add to their deck. Only 5? Why only 5? That seems like a waste. Shuffle up and play. These decks are junk. First of all, they're what? 30 cards? Yeah, 30 cards. They're not a full deck. If you combine them, you'll have a full deck. It's not going to be a good deck. Now, Sphinx of Mogosi is probably the one card in these things that actually, might be playable in a casual environment. And the rest we got, Windrake, Coral Merfolk, Sleep Paralysis. Look at that. Look at that card. You see that? That costs 4 mana. Focus Phone. Forget it. Costs 4 mana just for blue pseudo removal. Ancient Crab, of course you gotta have garbage dirtlers in there. Real exciting for the game. Angler Drake, a 4/4 for 6. All it does is bounce something. Drag Under, more overcosted junk. Another Sleep Paralysis. They put 2 crappy Sleep Paralysis in this same thing. Tricks of the Trade, let's see, it's +2/+0 and can't be blocked. That's overcosted junk as well. Air Elemental, still garbage. Another Ancient Crab. Oh wow, freaking, are you kidding me? You guys like Ancient Crab so much that you put 2 of them in the blue deck? Another Tricks of the Trade, Stealer of Secrets, Coral Merfolk, Nimble Innovator. This doesn't really fit the rest of the thing. Innovation, or Inspiration, yeah, just an instant speed divination for extra mana. And Drag Under, another one. Anyways, this, I get that these are geared more towards probably new players, and you don't necessarily need to put a bunch of complicated, powerful cards, but the thing is, cards can be good without being complicated. All it really boils down to is the cost. If you say, take these out, replace it with something like, say, Narcolepsy, which isn't complete garbage. And hey, these guys actually have some viable cards in their decks. But no, you put the worst of the worst in these decks, and then just to entice new players to buy their packs, like the freaking crack dealers. Garruk's Horde, Rootwalla, Rabid Bite. What was that? Cow Prowler? A slightly better Crawlworm. Badland War Elves, Stalking Tiger. I don't know a lot of these. I'm not much of a green guy. Arborback Stomper, I don't know. Spidery Grass, we gotta have them spiders. Gotta have spidery stuff in everything. Oaken Form enchantments are junk. Terrain Elemental, that's actually, you know, an efficient card. 3-2 for 2, that's not bad. That's the kind of cards they should be putting in these things. Things that are actually, you know, costed well. It's not like it's hard to understand from a new player standpoint. It costs 2 mana, it has these stats, that's it. Oh, of course, Giant Spider. That's the ancient crab of this one. Is there a second one? Did I miss a second Giant Spider? That would completely solidify its status as the ancient crab. I guess not. Yeah. So, next up is the 2-packs. What do we get? You're not going to get much of anything from 2-packs, most likely. It's just a lottery, and you only win a lottery if the odds are in your favor on a large scale. Oh, either way, I can complain about the mechanics. Let's see, creatures you control gain 4 strike until end of turn. That's one of the things I noticed about Dominaria is the power level ain't bad, but the mechanics are just dumb and boring and lazy. And charge. Control, get +1/+1 until end of turn. I'm getting a streak of 1 mana things. Okay. That's kind of meh. Guy's Protector. Must be blocked if able. 4 mana for 4/2. I guess he just takes out enemies. I don't know. What is that supposed to be? Dark Bargain. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 2 in your hand and the other 2 in your graveyard. Dark Bargain deals 2 damage to you. Okay, that's a weird way to do Sign in Blood, but whatever. I don't think it's quite as good, even if it is instant and digs an extra card deep because it costs twice as much. Gideon's Reproach. Oh, Gideon's punching people. He lost his Sorrel, and he can't pick up a sword or anything, so he just goes around punching people. That's so dumb. One of the first things you learn, like doing any self-defense classes or anything, is you don't fight unarmed unless you have to. If there's anything around that you can pick up and hit people with, that's what you do. Valid Omnivore. I kind of like the flavor of this card. I don't think it's particularly great though. You know, 1 mana, sacrifice a creature. Valid gets 2/2. If it's a sacrificing, you gain 2 life. Jousting Lance, not much there. Sapling Migration, Kicker for 4, 2 mana. Create 2 saplings. If it's kicked, create 4. Not bad. I don't see a whole lot of use for the kicker, but it is in green. Green tends to get a lot of mana. Blink of an Eye. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If it was kicked, draw a card. That's actually pretty decent. Memorial to Genius. Add blue. Sacrifice to draw 2 cards. Usually you don't want to sacrifice your lands. Dampening Spear, or Damping Sphere, excuse me. 2 mana. If it's tapped for 2 or if a land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it produces colorless instead of any other type and amount. Each spell a player casts costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. Okay. Sulfuran Void. Enters the battlefield, scry 1 and add colorless. Zahid, Djinn of the Lamp. This guy actually looks pretty cool. Look at that. Anyways, 6 mana, for 5/6. Not looking so good. Let's see, you can pay 4 and tap an untap artifact you control rather than play a spell's mana cost. Well, that makes him much better. That's kind of what I'd expect from a legendary. A lot of the things in here, they use legendary as just, well, like it's a subtype or something. Next one. Artificer's Assistant. Oh, we can talk about this guy. Oh, what is that? You see that? See how there's a scratch on that card? Did I do that? Maybe. Anyways. It says it's Artificer's Assistant. Activates when you cast a historic spell. What's that saying? It's saying artifacts are historic. The other historic things, probably not going to activate this very often because you're not going to build a deck with them. Artifacts, you might have a lot in your deck because that's a thing. Artifact decks are a thing. That's why he's called Artificer's Assistant. And just to go on a rant, this historic keyword, I don't know, this historic mechanic, whatever you call it, it doesn't make any sense. It applies to artifacts, a generic card type, legendaries, a super type of permanents, and sagas, a subtype of enchantments. Those three things have absolutely nothing in common. But, hey kids, guess what all those things have in common? They're all historic because we said so. That's what I hate that. And yeah, here I thought we weren't doing bears for red in common, but Wizards of the Coast breaks its own rules all the time, so whatever. What is this? Better Healing Salve? Double Healing Salve? Drudge Sentinel, what is this guy? 3 mana, 2/1. For 3 mana, you can tap it, and it gains indestructible. I'm not sure why you have to tap it, but whatever. It's an effect, so you can do it when it's tapped. So you can pay 3 when it's tapped, and then the effect taps it, which does nothing, and then it just gains indestructible. I don't get it. Mammoth Spider, hey, that's like a giant spider, but bigger. Call the Cavalry. It's better if it was an instant. Actually, this is the sorcery version of that other card. What is that? Dang it, I'm running out of time. Let me find that card. Aha! Same thing, practically. Lantern Whirls, oldie but goodie. Sparring Construct. When it dies, put a counter on a creature. Yeah, it's kind of like modular, but not. Eviscerate. I was thinking, hey, it's in line with like murder, but actually it's not. It costs more, and it's got a timing downgrade. It's just junk. Unwind. At least, Jorah's looking good. Anyways, counter target non-creature spell. Untap up to 3 lands. Now this is a reprint, isn't it? No wonder it seems better than the others. Untamed Kavu. Let's see. Vigilance Trample. If it's kicked, it gets 3 counters. That's not bad. See, it's a simple card, but it's costed alright. Knight of Malice. Again, it's costed well. I don't understand how hard this is for them to make, like most decks, most cards. And what have we got? Thran Temporal Gateway. Oh, jeez. Well, I don't have time to read this.